Our walks through the years have taken us to many wild and fairly inaccessible places in this beautiful country of ours. Many of our walks have been led by Eric, a lifetime friend, whose knowledge of the upland areas of the British Isles is unsurpassed. Recently, Eric's walking tastes have changed, and this walk, filmed in May 2010, has to be one of my favourites.
Well, we're here in Middleton in Teesdale, virtually 12 months since we were here last, but a completely different day. It's absolutely gorgeous, but what better way to start our walk than have tea and sticky buns before we set off? Now the idea is that we get the bus to Langdon back, and really the walk will start there, but a little bit more about that later on.
Now it's a lovely morning, and I think you've got the same thing in mind as we have. Are you going up the dale and then walking down?
We certainly are, yes.
Do you want to talk or you talk?
Oh, I don't
know. You talk, you normally do the talk.
So whereabouts are you thinking of walking to?
We're going as far as Low Force and walking down from Low Force. A short walk, but only about 2 hours.
And you're looking for flowers, etc. That's what we are. We're on a flower walk today.
Not really, no. We're just trying to keep fit.
Well, we've arrived at Langdon Beck. We've just got off the minibus, and really this is the start of the walk. The weather's looking fabulous, so it should turn out to be great. But before we just set off, we're going to do a little detour just up the other side of the road there, where we believe there should be some spring gentians. We'll see what happens. Well, we've been very, very lucky, David. It's been worth this slight detour because just dotted around on the hillside there's loads of spring gentians, and this is one of the flowers we've come to look at. It's fabulous. There's also a bird's eye primrose as well. But we better be getting on our way. Well, we've only been going about half a mile or so, but we're at the confluence of the Langdale Beck and Harwood Beck. So we're going to follow the Harwood Beck down till it reaches the River Tees. Well, we're still walking down the side of Harwood Beck, and we've come across this, well, it's like a slight hill that eroded away into the river, and we found again more spring gentians. They're absolutely beautiful, absolutely. Absolutely beautiful. I think this view from here is probably typifies Upper Teesdale. We're looking across Harwood Beck, up to Cronkley Scar, and just on the left there we can see the River Tees, just a little bit of it. But I think this is absolutely superb. Orchids by the 100 up here on this little cliff. Fantastic. Well, David, we thought we'd found the green vein orchid, but as you rightly say, it looks like an early purple. But nevertheless, it's very nice. We've come to the point on our walk where Harwood Beck actually meets the River Tees. Now there's some slight discrepancy in Wainwright because he wrote the book Companion to the Pennine Way and he terms this as Langdon Beck, but we rather think it's Harwood Beck, but who's to know? Well, the first part of our journey we followed the river Harwood Beck and Langdon Beck, and now we're on the side of the Tees, but we're still on the side of County Durham. From Cronkley Bridge down here we cross over into Yorkshire, apart from a tiny little bit further nearer to Middleton in Teesdale, which we'll talk about later.
These look like clove flower. These are clove flower.
Well, this is another flower we've come to look at, David, the glove flower. And it's just beautiful here on this banking just below Cronkley Farm. Absolutely superb. Whilst we've got beautiful walks down by the side of the Tees down towards High Force, it's a shame to leave Upper Teesdale, because to me it is really something special. It's wild, and I love wild places, of course. Well, Davey, we're halfway through our journey. It's been 5 miles from Upper Teesdale down to High Force, another 5 to Middleton, but what a beautiful place to stop and have a late lunch. The fantastic cascade of High Force. Not the highest waterfall in the country, but certainly the biggest, and in the winter time it surely is a great spectacle. There's a couple of lapwing chicks. What would you think, Ori? A couple of weeks old?
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that, but it's nice to see them. But the mother's not happy that we're here, so perhaps we better move on. But whilst the globe flower isn't out fully, it's still a beautiful flower and reasonably rare flower. It's absolutely gorgeous and lovely to see it by the River Tees here. Well, we've come down below Hollickhead Bridge and we've come down to Low Force, and here the river
separates and forms this massive island. And as you can see in front of me, the wood anemones are absolutely unbelievable. I've never ever seen anything like it before. Really fantastic. Well, as I said, we're at low force, and even though it's not as dramatic as high force, it still is a very, very beautiful little stretch of water. It is really superb, and on a day like this it couldn't be any better. Just at this moment we've got a copy here of Pennines Way Companion by Alfred Wainwright, and it's just a little snippet of his satirical humour when he's referring to this stretch of the river. And it says, although the walking as far as Holyhead Bridge is delightfully simple and straightforward, one hazard must be guarded against: the danger of injury caused by stumbling over crawling botanists in the grass. Upriver from Winch Bridge they are thick on the ground in summer, and when trodden on can recoil and react very unpleasantly. Well, we're at Winch Bridge now, and really looking at the Tees here, it's probably the best really. It's in all its glory here. And I think Wainwright had it right when he said that it's probably the loveliest river in the north of England. I'm sure he's right. We've walked from Sour Hill Bridge down the Yorkshire side of the Tees, and we're not far from Middleton in Teesdale, but this, like a triangular section on this side, only a small area, is actually in Durham. For why, for what reason, I just do not know, but there it is. A bit of useless information, David. Well, we're standing on the bridge at Middleton in Teesdale. It's 6:30 turned in the evening, nearly 20 to 7. We've had a wonderful walk. We got the bus to Langdon Beck, and it's been about 10 miles walk back down. The weather's been perfect for walking. There's been a breeze, there's been a bit of sun. It has been really superb. We're good company. We've seen all the flowers that we wanted to see, probably some of them that are slightly rare. We've seen more of those than the others, and that's what we really went up there for. So it's been an absolutely fantastic day out.